I just finally arrived to Pena Palace and it's quite a steep hike. So a couple ways you can get here. You can take the bus and the train and another bus from Lisbon, or you can take Uber. The difference in price is not significant at all. So if you take hard way but cheaper way, you need to take a bus to the station, then from station there is a train to Sintra, which is the town where the old palaces are located, and then from there is another bus which is 434, another €4 to get here. It's a long way, it's around 2 hours by public transportation with all the waiting times. However, if you take Uber, it's 40 minutes, it's €20 from the center of Lisbon. If you take public transportation, in total it's like €11. The difference is €9 and it's not worth the money to do it for 2 hours and have all the stress. But if you want to save up a little bit, then bus stops right in front of the entrance of the palace itself, because Google Maps showed me that I need to walk for 40 minutes, which is not true. I don't advise you to walk up because I'm inside of the park itself and that's the way up and there is way more to go. It's a really beautiful walk, like you can hear the birds are chirping and there's so many cool little pathways. It's quite a natural walk, but you know, if you walk before that for like an hour, and especially there is no really a track for you to follow, so you have to go between the cars from Sintra, then you're out of breath, out of power, and the park is massive. It's at least 30 minutes from the entrance to get to the palace. It will take you around 2 hours if you want to explore the whole park and all the pathways. See you in the side. When I'm talking about how massive this park is, this is the forest around the palace itself. The palace is right in front of me, but I'm lost. I have 30 minutes till my entrance time and it's kind of going down, so I'm lazy. I don't want to go down and then go back up again. There are lots of cafes here as well. The toilets is inside and a lot of time you need to explore the whole thing. And I am finally in the most important part of the palace itself. Okay, so I need to fill you in. The line to get inside of the palace, I'm scared to fly down, so it's massive. It's an hour and a half, only for the interior though. If you just want to see the platforms where I'm standing on right now and all of the platforms around the castle, you don't need to stand in the line, and I didn't know about that. So I just exited the line after an hour of waiting and not to stand in this line because today is Monday, middle of the day, and there's still 2-hour wait in the line. So that's the beautiful castle. I'm gonna go around it and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the beautiful history of this stunning place. How high it is. It's almost in the clouds, like this is the city, and it gives me goosebumps because it's just so high. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna meet you in another spot. This is just stunning and a bit scary. How tall it is. All of these people like me standing thinking it's just for the whole castle, but it's just for the interior. It's not worth it. It's like a couple of rooms. Ooh. Oh my god. Ah. This is just dreamy. Wow. So exciting. Just very sumptuous and marvelous. Look at this. Beautiful. Since I found one of the most beautiful places in this castle, I'm gonna bore you a little bit with the history. It was originated by the man called Fernando. I love this name. And he bought the grounds where the castle was after the earthquake. It was just ruins, so he bought the land and he started restoring the castle. He was one of the most cultural men in Portugal, so you see a lot of different styles in here. You see the Portugal style, which called manuel right there, little cubes where they paint by hand different patterns. And then you also see the romantic Moorish style, which is Western interpretation of the Arabic style. And all of this arches is also the manual style. Manual is basically the wavy Portuguese art. So yeah, it looks very romantic, very fairy tale like. I think I would compare it to Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Look at this intricate details. I like how they've done it. This is 3D. All this mosaic and again Moorish Arabic style at the dome. And it's all different patterns. It's unbelievable. Also look at the art. Another design here. Some grapes here. Look at this. Wow. That's such a composite design. I'm getting so inspired for my future house. I think one of the coolest parts of this castle is this wall walk. It's very chilling, you know, and you're on the edge and like if you see the man, right? You can almost step out. Like, look at this. That's where my leg is. And you can step out and there is a big gap there. Adrenaline-filled adventure here in the castle. So that's where you think the line ends, but it's another 40 minutes from here. That's like the main entrance to the palace. But if you see, there are some people going through here, and then there is a main line in there. So this line is just for interior. If you want to see all the beautiful platforms, you enter through here. So if you see this whole line, you can just skip it and go around it and see the platforms without the line. So that's the trick. I'm ending my trip in these beautiful gardens. That's the other side. Basically the palace is over there, and that's the side where you follow the little lakes. You see the swans, and now I'm taking another Uber back, which is another 20 euros. All worth it. See you soon.